Okay, so we've read through the plans. We got a clear understanding of how this project's going together. We're up in the deck. We've marked our chalk lines along our edge, and we've got our first panel in place. And just remind you that we try to make this real easy to install. All of the bottom edges of the panels are painted white, so you know that you've got them in the right orientation. They're also tagged at the bottom in the order in which they're to be installed in their individual zones. So with our first panel in place, we go ahead and tack down the first edge. And then we take our second panel, which has the smaller groove, and that drops into the larger groove that's on our first panel. That slides in, we're in place, lining up along our chalk line, and then we go and we tack it in place, but only on the edge that we just put down, on the small edge. We won't need to do it on the other side because the next panel will hold that one in place. So, a little more tacking. We grab our third panel, and that drops into the large groove. Small groove goes in, pops in, tack that in place. And then when we get down to the edge, down to the other end, we go ahead and tack that last down, and we're set to run our heat cable. Okay, now we've got our heat panels installed, and we're ready to go ahead and bring in either our hydronic tubing or our heat cable. And in this case today, we're going to run heat cable into these panels. Study the plan, and it will show you the route of the wire, where it needs to originate from at the power source, the path it takes through the channels, back or down to the end of the system. So let's go ahead and get this cable installed. Now I've looked at the plan, and I know that this channel right here runs from the power source up through here, and we just slide the heat cable on edge into the groove. And then as I get this up, what I do is I take a run of metal tape and peel that off. You just separate the edges there, and it will hold it in place. And this tape also helps a great deal with heat transfer, so we definitely want to go ahead and make sure all of our panels or grooves get covered. And then we just wrap the heat cable around, making about a 2-inch arc at the end here, and back down through the groove. And once again, we bring it up through the groove, but we want to go ahead and run our tape over the channel. Like that. And so forth. And that's how we run the heat cable.